Okay, Sag, I'm a little late on this, but this was supposed to be what surprises are coming to you. Um, and let me just say that this reading is very woo-woo, very much speaks of destiny and things making sense in terms of an action. So let's really get to it, Sag, because, if this is your first time, this is a Sagittarius channel, and my name is Heidi, and I starred the sauce. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can, or to connect with me on other, avenues, you can find that information in the description. So, Sag, let's get to it because this is like way weird. And it's not really surprising because we're in a lot of energy that and I feel like just from a personal aspect, I've gotten a lot of downloads today and my intuition has been cray cray. And you may be feeling that too because Sagittarius just knows shit. We just know shit. So, trust and believe. But what is going to come to your awareness is okay. Destiny has been at play for you for a while now. Okay? And you'll know if this is you if some of these particular events have happened in your life. Okay? So, let's get to it. There is the web weaver, which is about synchronicity, and it's also about, cause and effect. So, essentially, an action you take has an effect, but what the bigger message is here is that it was always supposed to happen. Here's the thing, this was always supposed to happen. Please remember this as we go along, because it's kind of like all my messages today have been a little like creepy. So the Six of Swords and the King of Swords. This could have been about a move, but I actually feel like this may have been something you moved on from. It could be a relationship for sure, right? You made a decision, and the King of Swords is here to tell you, Sag, it was the right decision. And you may question that, right? You may question whether it was impulsive because the Knight of Wands is here. It wasn't. It was the logical decision, because also the Wheel of Fortune tells you that whether or not you made this decision, it was going to happen anyway. Okay? I'm just saying. And it can also be that what's coming in is some healing with this person. But this actually feels to me like your destiny is tied to another in a way. But it's also separate. And it's going to make sense as we go along. So, in terms of, if you moved away, say you moved away from family or you separated from a person, and maybe even now you question whether or not you made the right decision, you absolutely did. Your destiny demanded for you to do it. Because this was about a cycle of growth. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This was fated. This was supposed to happen. And that also gives you a clue if you're questioning if you're where you're supposed to be. You absolutely are. Because it's part of the cycle. Okay? It's part of the cycle. So then we have Sisters of the Season. Once again, cycles of growth, natural law, divine order. You are on the right path, Sag. You are on the right path. But not only did you make the right decision for yourself, you also made the right decision for another person. Because we are seeing a lot of people here, Sag. The King of Cups is here with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. There was always, especially if you left a person, Okay, it could have been a person you really cared about. This was essential for their growth. You were always supposed to separate. You know, as much as it was your destiny to cross paths with this person, it was also your destiny to separate from this person. Okay? Because they needed to grow, Sag. They needed to grow. King of Cups with the Eight of Cups. And yeah, I mean, like, were you disappointed? You probably were sad about walking away, but with the Eight of Cups, we're also walking to something. We're taking what we learned here to walk to something, right? And with the Four of Pentacles, look, this foundation that you had with this person at the time was not great, okay? Was not great. And it definitely lacked security, and this person needed to grow. I don't know why, Sag, but I just feel that so strongly that it needed to happen. Okay? And the universe is telling you it needed to happen. It was part of the divine order. It was part of this cycle. Okay? So then we have the map maker of destiny. And also, not only was it part of this person's cycle of growth, it was part of yours in the way that there were things that you were supposed to achieve by yourself, Sag. There completely were. Okay, because we're seeing the Seven of Pentacles and the World, right? You were supposed to invest in yourself. And, you know, the World says that, yes, there will be a new cycle. Because there's something divine about this path, okay? Okay. Yeah, I know people are going to fight me. But, you know, the truth is that this, it could have been a relationship, could have been family, could have been whatever it was that you needed to move forward from at the time. It was because it was standing in the way of your purpose. There was always something here that you were supposed to do, Sag. That you were supposed to do, but, you know, as Sagittarius often is we are seeing a lot of energy for the Libra South Node too, is that they weren't ready for this purpose. And in effect, like, they held you back in a way. They kept you in this kind of limbo to where you were supposed to move to. You know, so if you find that since you have been in separation with this person, or whether you moved away from family, or moved away from things you knew, or you definitely moved away from something, it was because you had to step into your purpose, and that was standing in your way. It was keeping you in limbo, you know, from being your authentic self. Ace of Wands. You know, and then we have the Wise Woman of Wonderland. You have a wish being fulfilled here, Sag. And I think that you don't realize this. I think that you don't realize that it was always supposed to happen. You may feel like it was kind of like done to you, right? But it never was. It was always for you. It was always for you, because there was something that you were supposed to do. And like this person at the time, they weren't ready for that. They were not ready for that. They were more concerned with what they wanted. And, you know, Sagittarius has this tendency to want to do so much for others that they ignore what they need to do for themselves. And it's directly correlated to that, you know. And then with the Wise Woman of Wonderland, the Nine of Cups and the Chariot, you're getting what you want, okay? And this is about compromise too. Like, you did the right thing and you're getting what you want, right? You're going to be Nine of Cups. These are things that you wanted for yourself before other people came into the picture. And you've learned the value of letting the universe direct your path, letting the universe, letting surrender, letting it take you. You know, someone, they are coming back, Sag, because the chariot is here, and the chariot isn't just, you know, there are two horses, y'all. There are two horses. I mean, but they're coming back at the right time. You know, because with the chariot, we cannot do that. They also had to surrender. They also had to grow. Am I saying that this is reconciliation? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that it's reconciliation, but I'm saying that whatever the divine path was, it's back on track. You are getting what you want. You may not be getting exactly what you want. You may have to compromise, right? And may really have to work together in some way, because that's how the chariot works. But the chariot is really about trusting the universe, really being determined, you know, like, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this had to happen because other people's desires became more important than your own. But let's take a look at the chariot. Let's take a look. The Fool. Okay. The Fool, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Moon. Yeah, so, you know, a huge part, too, is that even for things to stabilize with this person, it's like they had to get out of their own way. And this person was kind of stuck in their way with the Emperor and the Moon, and definitely fear. Definitely fear. So let's see what happens next. It could be that you walk your own way, Sag. Unafraid. So what happens next? Knight of Cups. Okay. What happens next? Ace of Pentacles. Exactly like what I said. Like the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Like, this allowed for you to follow your dreams. And then there is going to come a time when you are able to stabilize this energy with this person. They show up as so many different people. They actually do. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Coins. Exactly. Like, this person needed to get on the right path. Okay? Wow. Okay. Oh, Sag. Like, I didn't mean for this to be about love, and I'm not sure totally that it is about love. I actually feel like this is just someone that you had a path with. The Star, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So there is going to be a chance for a new path with this person. Definitely there is a coming together, the Three of Wands, the Three of Cups, and definitely working through the past, for sure. You know, and some trauma that you may have with this person. But this person needed to get on the right path. That's for sure. They needed to get on the right path. They also needed to follow their own destiny. And, you know, they're almost there. They are almost there because they are still in night energy. Okay? So they are still in night energy. And with the Three of Wands, of course, there is a little bit of, Because they show up as the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. So they're still on this journey of growth, right? They still are, but you do come back together with this person. You do come back together because there's something about, I'm not going to say it's a trauma bond, but there's something about working out trauma together. But I feel like it has to come to a point where it's time, and the universe is deciding when that time is. Wow. Wow, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups. Queen of Wands. And the Four of Wands. This will turn around. This will come together. And in the meantime, you know, they still are very attracted to you. They still feel very passionate about you. That hasn't changed. But they were resisting change. But they have been watching. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, definitely, this was definitely a fated event, and this definitely is a spiritual path that you have with this person. And I think at the crux of it, you're getting what you want. You know, you're having to compromise on that, sure. But we have to compromise on everything. we literally do. We have to compromise on everything. And this is so beautiful, and so, it just feels so destined, you know. And so don't take this as a reconciliation with an ex, because I'm not even sure you were ever really like in a committed relationship with this person. I feel like this is a person who has probably been in and out of your life because you have a divine path, and that's how it works. That's how it works, Sag. There definitely is healing here, and this may be taking place during Leo season. The Hermit, Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. Wow. Okay, Sag, make that of that what you will, but it's all like everything that happened here with this person is going to make sense to you. Okay, Sag. Toodles.